Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving deep into the world of one of Australia's most iconic animals, the koala. You might think you know everything about these cuddly-looking creatures, but I guarantee there are some shocking, weird, and wonderful truths you've never heard before. So, grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's uncover the untold story of the koala. First things first, let's clear up a huge misconception. Koalas are not bears. Not even a little bit. I know, we all call them koala bears, but it's just not true. They're actually marsupials, which means they're more closely related to kangaroos and wombats. Like other marsupials, female koalas have a pouch where their tiny, jellybean-sized babies, called joas, develop after birth. The name koala is thought to come from an Aboriginal word meaning no drink or no water, which hints at another fascinating fact we'll get to in a moment. So, if they're not bears, what's with the sleepy, chilled-out vibe? Well, that's all down to their diet. Koalas are specialists. They almost exclusively eat eucalyptus leaves, and they are incredibly picky eaters. Out of over 700 species of eucalyptus trees in Australia, koalas will only munch on about 50 of them. And even then, they have preferences within their local area. It's like only eating at a handful of very specific restaurants your entire life. This super specific diet has a major downside. Eucalyptus leaves are extremely low in nutrients and calories, and they're also highly toxic to most other animals. To handle this, koalas have a specialized digestive system with a super long organ called a cecum, which is filled with unique bacteria that help break down the tough, fibrous leaves and neutralize the toxins. It's a pretty amazing evolutionary superpower. But because their food gives them so little energy, koalas have to conserve every ounce of it. This is why they sleep for up to 22 hours a day. It's not because they're lazy, it's a survival strategy. They're basically in a constant state of energy-saving mode. And what about that no-drink name? For a long time, people believed koalas didn't drink water at all, getting all the moisture they needed from the eucalyptus leaves they ate. And for the most part, that's true. The leaves contain about 50% water. But recent research has shown that this isn't the whole story. When it gets really hot, or during droughts, the water in the leaves isn't enough. Scientists have now observed koalas actively drinking from water sources, and they even have a unique way of doing it. They'll lick the water that runs down the smooth trunks of trees during a rainstorm. So, they do drink, but they're just very discreet and resourceful about it. Now, let's talk about something you definitely wouldn't expect from these cute, fluffy creatures: their sound. You might imagine them making a gentle squeak or a cute little coo. Nope. Think again. When a koala wants to make its presence known, especially a male during breeding season, it lets out a sound that is, well, shocking. It's a deep, loud, bellowing snore-like grunt that sounds more like a pig or a large wild boar. It's a surprisingly powerful and intimidating sound that can travel for long distances, used to attract females and warn off other males. If you heard it in the dark without knowing what it was, you'd probably run in the other direction. And here is another thing you don't see in the cute pictures. Koalas have some seriously impressive claws. They look like sharp, curved daggers. These aren't for fighting. They're essential tools for their lifestyle. Koalas spend almost their entire lives in trees, so they need an iron grip. Their sharp claws dig into the bark like climbing spikes, allowing them to scale even the smoothest tree trunks with ease. They also have two opposable thumbs on each front paw, another cool adaptation for gripping branches securely while they navigate the canopy or reach for the tastiest leaves. So, while they look soft and cuddly, you probably wouldn't want an unsolicited hug from one. Those claws mean business. Let's talk fingerprints. This one is truly mind-blowing. Koalas have fingerprints that are virtually identical to human fingerprints. I'm serious. If you put a koala's fingerprint and a human's fingerprint under a microscope, even forensic experts would have a hard time telling them apart. They have the same loops, whorls, and arches. This is a classic example of convergent evolution, where two unrelated species independently evolve a similar trait to solve a similar problem. In this case, the fine ridges on their fingertips provide extra grip for climbing, just like how our fingerprints help us hold onto things. It is so uncanny that there have been cases where police have worried about koala prints contaminating a crime scene. But it's not all fun facts and weird trivia. The story of the koala has a serious side. These amazing animals are in big trouble. Their populations have been plummeting across Australia due to a perfect storm of threats. The biggest one is habitat loss. As cities and farms expand, The eucalyptus forest koalas depend on are being cleared at an alarming rate. This fragments their habitats, forcing them to travel on the ground between trees, where they are vulnerable to being hit by cars or attacked by domestic dogs. On top of that, climate change is making things even worse. More frequent and intense droughts and heat waves put immense stress on koalas, dehydrating them and affecting the quality of their food. And of course, there are the bushfires. The devastating fires we've seen in recent years have wiped out huge numbers of koalas and destroyed vast areas of their habitat. It's a heartbreaking situation. Disease is also a major problem. Many koala populations are plagued by a widespread chlamydia infection. While it's a different strain than the one affecting humans, it can cause blindness, infertility, and severe pain, making it another significant threat to their survival. Conservationists are working tirelessly to combat this with vaccines and treatment programs, but it's a massive challenge. So what can we do? The future of the koala really depends on us. Supporting conservation organizations that work to protect and restore koala habitats is a great start. These groups plant new eucalyptus trees, create safe corridors for koalas to travel, and run rescue and rehabilitation centers for sick and injured animals. You can donate, volunteer, or even just spread awareness. When you travel, choosing responsible tourism operators that prioritize wildlife safety is also important. And at home, making sustainable choices helps combat the broader issue of climate change, which affects all wildlife, not just koalas. Every little bit helps. We need to change the narrative from cute, sleepy animal to unique, specialist marsupial in desperate need of our protection. They are so much more than a living teddy bear. They are a symbol of Australia's unique biodiversity, a master of survival with incredible adaptations, and a species that is teetering on the brink. By understanding their untold truths, their real nature, their surprising abilities, and the very real dangers they face, we can better appreciate them and be more motivated to help secure their future. So, the next time you see a picture of a koala, remember the whole story. Remember the powerful bellow, the human-like fingerprints, the incredible digestive system, and the fight for survival they face every single day. They are a true wonder of the natural world, and they deserve to thrive. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you learned something new and surprising about these incredible animals. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Let me know in the comments what the most surprising koala fact was for you. See you in the next video.